Well, this is the view from the back side of the house. Kind of the view of the lake. The water has come in, I guess, and looks much better than it did last time I was up here. You don't see near as many stones, and I guess it's going to come up another foot from everybody said. This is the low time of the year, which seems kind of ironic because this is when you get the most rain and runoff. But apparently this is the low time, and it peaks in August as the highest point of the year. So that's what's going on as far as the water. I'll walk us around. I'm going to go inside, show you the latest amount of progress. We've got the Circle Drive finally cleared out, so that's nice. You can drive all the way around here. Here's the kitchen. I decided just to pull all the kitchen cabinets out. I'm giving them away. Someone's going to come pick them up tomorrow, I guess. So into the house we go. Well, we pretty well stripped it out this weekend. Gary and Ron came over and it was a big help. And you can see as we go through this, as you look through the house, we can look right through the studs now. Looks like to me, if you look up top here, there's a header that used to go all the way across. So my guess is they extended this bathroom out almost another 3 or 4 feet, which is kind of didn't make a lot of sense. The original bathroom line would have been right about here. So I look up, if you can see, there's where the original wall line was. It came down. So it would have been much smaller, and on a lot of levels it makes more sense, kind of where the toilet was placed. So I'm probably going to shorten that up and make this area, pass-through area, is kind of narrow right now, so we'll double the size of this and make this approximately, we would go double the size coming all the way over to here and making that one large pass-through to open it up. So this will become 1 bedroom, and as you can see, still has a nice view of the door wall. The tile that's on the floor is kind of this green slate tile, but it's going to have to come up. Too much of it's loose, and it's just it's too hard to maintain actually. So that's going to come up. Down the hall, and this is the back bedroom. This is where the kitchen used to be, and this is nice too. It's pretty good sized bedroom now when you get the kitchen out of here. It's probably 12 by 14. Got a window looking out towards the driveway, and also it's got a nice decent view of the lake through the side door wall on the side, which will eventually have a small porch and a little covering. A lot of that brush you see out there is kind of where the trailer area is going to sit, so that's all going to be pulled out hopefully next weekend. So I walk you around, you can see some of this damage from these raccoons, how they chewed right into the 2x4s in a lot of areas. Chewed all the way through the 2x4s. In some of these areas we had 4 inches of pure coon crap and insulation, ground up insulation. It's Gary and Ron came over, and Ron was a big help. Gary came over and really helped me. Like the absolute worst part of the process is getting all that junk out. So now next weekend when I come back, I'll go through and clean up everything, get rid of all the hit it with a vacuum, tidy up everything, and then kind of really evaluate where I am. One of the things that I noticed when we opened the walls up, I found a lot of things like this buried in the wall. Wires, all different places where they just simply capped them off or just cut them off and left them buried in the walls. So it's best that I stripped it all the way down to the walls. And in a few minutes here, what I'm going to do is take my sprayer out and spray the whole thing with this Autobahn. I'm going to use a yard sprayer and literally spray all the surfaces. See if we can knock the smell down a little bit. So here's the view of the great room. I guess this will be doubled in size when I get ready to do that. You can see where the ceiling on this side, I vacuumed the ceiling out and it all looks much better. But when you look in this room, this is the way the ceiling was. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty creepy up there. That's what it was like prior to vacuuming and cleaning everything. The tub, I ended up demoing the shower walls out. It just didn't make any sense. So they were kind of funky and the walls behind it. So like most remodeling projects, you get into it, you just end up getting rid of everything. I did find a little leak in the wall here. This is the existing plumbing, the stack that goes up. But as you come down here, you can see that this was completely rusted through right there. And that's apparently where it was leaking, causing some water on the floor. In this area over here, I had to remove some of the studs because of the water damage. But the tub itself's not in bad shape, so I don't know if I'm going to save that tub. It's a big cast iron tub, which is kind of nice, or just go with take it right out and put a new shower in. The utility room back here, where all the furnace stuff is. If you look in here, this is my furnace room. I came across, there was a big bunch of carpenter ants in this one corner here. Seemed to be isolated to this one board, but there was definitely a nest in there chewing a board up. So I dug all that out and sprayed them with bleach, which seemed to do the trick as far as killing them. They were down up and through here, but there was literally probably hundreds, if not 1,000 of them. This room is the furnace room. I don't know if you can notice that foam ducking right there. That was originally on, but it was the raccoons actually ate all that ducting. There was a square duct made out of that foam board, went across the top of the house, and they ate all of the foam out, literally ate the duct. It's completely gone. So that's was kind of strange. So, but this room right here is the room where we're going to go with the cathedral ceiling. Going to end up removing this wall here. This will be removed, and then we'll go out and take this and double the size of this area here. I had a contractor come out, and we talked about the fireplace. I don't think you can see very well here, but this fireplace is actually, must have been sitting on a slab without a foundation, because it literally tipped the concrete up, and so the fireplace is going to go. The location doesn't make any sense. So he basically, I said, well, how much work is it to get out of there? He said, well, let me tell you. He says, with the backhoe, he said it's about 20 minutes. Backhoe and a dump truck. He said the fireplace will be on its way to the garbage dump. So that's, I guess if it was in a better location, I might keep it, but just, I'm thinking to put a nice, good quality wood stove in here and use that to really be kind of a large part of the heating of the house, due to the, how expensive the gas is up here. You have to have the tanked in gas, and it's quite expensive. So I did salvage the toilet, and actually the stove is in pretty good shape. I mean, it's really in great shape actually. Very little use, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, now I've been kind of spoiled at the house with the new the Thermador big cooking stove, so I'm trying to find a smaller, like a 36-inch used one to put in the house. So that's the project. Also up here, just real quick, you can see where they've actually ate through that whole 2x4 from top to the bottom and cut that right out of there. And if you look, I don't know if I can get a shot of the wiring, they literally ate the insulation off the wires in a lot of the part of the house, just bare wires. And that's it. Sarah came over, brought Mom and Dad over today. They took a look at it. They like it. It's a matter of Next weekend, Sarah and I are going to come up. I'll bring the tractor up. I'm going to pull a lot of those thorny bushes out and mow the property. And from what I understand, talking to the neighbor lady, there's a number of there's two little old ladies that lived here, and when I get outside and start to look around, we notice there's a lot of things that are starting to bloom out. Along this wall over here, Kathy came over, and obviously she was aware of a number of along the fence line over there with that little, there's like a double layered, the limestone wall, and there's all kinds of plants in there. It needs to be completely weeded out, but she said that there's a lot of plants in there. It just needs to be cleaned and probably, I guess, fertilized. And we also burned last night. Ron and I came out and we burned probably, I don't know, maybe a ton of stuff. And this fire pit, it's kind of hard to get perspective on it, but that fire pit is approximately 10 feet across, so it's a big fire pit. We burnt basically anything wood that we could burn, we burned, because the dumpster was completely full. So I guess that's about it. There's a little shot of the lake from here, and time for me to go in and load up the sprayer and spray the whole inside of the house. So until next time, from the Raccoon House on Quarry Road, good day.